Welcome, 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 Virgos. Long time no see. It's been a bit, right? Actually got a week off, so I'm going to be doing some readings. This is going to be a different kind of reading because I usually do them weekly, but because of my schedule and not getting on here regularly, I decided to do them from new moon to full moon to new moon. So it's a 2-week period. All right, today is April 1st. Happy April 1st. Happy April Fool's Day. Happy new moon. So we have new moon sort of last night and today. It is considered the pink moon or the black moon. Definitely because we had 2 new moons in March. We're going to have 2 moons in April, new moons in April. So watch my new moon video. I'm going to be doing that if you're watching this before noon on the 1st. I'm going to be doing that live. So let's get started. And again, if you are a new subscriber or subscribe, remember you get free readings and free coaching if you go to divinewarriorintuitive.com. See what kind of things that I do. It's all free to you. But if you are not a subscriber, just look at the prices and you can see there. However, my readings are free. All right, to subscribers anyway. All right, I love you guys. So I'm so glad to be back. I've missed you very, very much. Been doing some readings for some private clients. That's been a lot of fun, a lot of growth for a lot of people out there. So, all right, let's see what Divine has to say. So I'm going to do Divine's card, which is the second dimension, what they're trying to send a message to you. Then I'm going to be doing your current energies. I will be going to your future energies in the reading. All right. So, and then I will pull a moon card since we are in a new moon. I'll look at your future a little bit. Future is definitely very controversial because it's free will. So you could be changing things up just depending on your decisions on how you do things. All right. So let's see how we're doing here. All right. A lot of spirituality, a lot of spiritual awakening going on right now for a lot of signs. This is something that is the Aries energy. Very bold energy with this new moon. Very strong energy, but very creative. Interesting. Very creative energy as well. So here's the thing, Virgos. I know you guys like to think a lot. I know you like to analyze and look at things, but this is not really the time to get too deep into that. This is a time to focus on going with the flow, seeing what's going to happen. But where the strong part is with the Aries new moon is to set a goal and watch that transpire through the year. You got to stay focused, though. That's where the Virgo part comes in. All right, I'm going to move things around. I'm going back to my old spread, guys, rather than doing the Celtic spread. Okay, so let's see what we have for Virgos. We've got the Page of Cups in the first card out. We have Strength as your challenge card, and we have a in your centers, things about your boundaries, things about a foundation, and let's see where we're going with this. It looks like the beginning of your reading is going to be heavy with investments, careers, maybe job, college, something to do with that, but a very creative. I think somebody's going to be on the creative end. But let's go to the oracles first because that's our theme. All right. So from the second dimension, which is the angelic realm, divine, the message is to you to really pay attention to, because that's the number one thing that I do in every single part of my day. My GPS is divine in the second dimension. I don't care what happens on earth. If it doesn't work in the spiritual, then I don't do it. So we have sacred reverence, and it's the number 11 in numerology. Again, we're back to that spiritual awakening, really paying attention, giving that number 9 energy to the sacred reverence. We want to, because the sacred reverence is love. Everybody wants love. Everybody's looking for love. Everybody's searching for love. Everybody craves love, that kind of a thing. And the key to that is definitely how you look at things. You either look at them in love or look at them in fear. The number 11 becomes the It could be 2, it could be the 11, or it could be number 2, which is about bringing a unity, a bonding, a partnership with someone. There is the love card, the lover's card in your reading, so there might be something coming up. This is, I hate to say it, but it's sort of like the human mating season, where people want to come out and with this new energy of spring and fresh air, this Aries energy, really wanting to start a new relationship. So that energy is there. All right. For your current energy, you've got the spiral dancer. It's the number 5. It's the perception, your perception versus somebody else's perception, and it's the I can't even pronounce this, circuitous route. Okay, so the spiral dancer is about looking at perceptions in both ways. So with it being the number 5, it can also mean instability, something new, something exciting, something fresh. That goes playing along with this new moon energy. I'm telling you, this new moon in Aries is about newness, restart, reset. But it's very, very, very particular, because even though you're going to reset, you're going to set a goal, you're going to go with that goal, and you're going to follow that goal through the rest of the rest of the year. So with this first part of your reading, with the Ace of Cups, or the Page of Cups being the first part, very creative page. It's a very young, immature page. However, he is just really curious and wants to find something out. So if you're searching for yourself, you have to find yourself in your spirit and your soul. Being somebody else that you're not, that's by looking out what everybody else wants you to be. But this is a time to look out your creative self, investing in yourself. We have the Knight and we have the 8 of Pentacles. Okay, so with these two together, with the Knight pointing towards the 8 of Pentacles, what that means to me is that there is an opportunity that is coming with the creative part, but it is going to take some work, and it's going to be about getting your ducks in a row. Okay, there's something getting your ducks in a row, and when I'm looking at the end of this might be getting your ducks in a row for yourself emotionally, for a relationship that is possibly going to flourish, because we have the 4 of Pentacles, or 4 of Wands, in the center of your reading, which validates some boundary and foundation values, integrity. Thank you. They're really focusing in on these spiritual, the things of love, things of integrity, morals, and values with this other person. Okay, because it's coming. But I'm hearing, don't put the cart before the horse. I don't know who that is for. However, do not put the cart before the horse. Don't start jumping steps with this person. Make sure you get your ducks in a row, or it could cost you a valuable lesson. Because you have 2 knights here. I think this is very interesting, because you have the Knight of Pentacles facing the Pentacles, but then you have the Knight of Swords facing the Lovers. Okay? So when they're talking about don't get the cart in front of the horse, make sure that communication is there. Making sure that you're talking about your authentic self. Make sure that you're getting their perception, and you're getting leaving your perception aside for a minute, because that's communication. That's their truth. Whether it's their real truth or whether it's absolute truth, doesn't matter. That's another person's truth, because this is where the Strength card comes in. This is going to be a challenge for someone in the Virgo world, because you're going to have to make a decision on, is this person really for me? Do I really? And that intuition, as I teach, you have to pay attention to that intuition. If there's a little red flag and somebody's like ringing a bell like, hey, pay attention to that, pay attention to that, and you're like, it's not that big of a deal. It is a big deal. If somebody's ringing a bell in your ear, pay attention to that. That is your intuition, or the second dimension saying, I'm trying to help you here, not waste time, because time is precious. It's the most precious commodity we have on this earth, besides love. So really pay attention to who you're coming into contact to. This beautiful, beautiful center of coming together as a unity, as a foundation. Ask yourself, what is this based on? I think this is why maybe I saw this video this morning. Jay Shetty is an awesome, awesome young inspirational. He was a monk, but he's extremely, extremely wise for such a young man. And he talks about singleness and why you're single and the things to look for. There's a very big difference between chemistry and compatibility. It's versus. There's 5 things that we do in singlehood and things how we date, and we have to be mindful in that, in how we date, not for chemistry. Chemistry is a little bit, it's like a little piece of the pie, but the bigger piece of the pie is the compatibility of that. So really pay attention where that foundation is. Is it chemistry? Was it a physical connection, emotional connection? Was it a spiritual connection? And what if you have never heard of Jay Shetty, watch that video. It's on YouTube, and I think it's called, I don't know, it was an interview that he did, Why You're Single, I think. And it's Jay Shetty, Shetty. Really, really good. It'll open your eyes to why you're single and dating and how come things may not work out. Very good. It's very nice. It's a 9-minute video. Anyway, let's get back to you guys here, though. I do see a unity. I do see it. And the thing is, love isn't enough. It's work. It's definitely work. This is the 8. This is about self-improvement. This is about growing. And but it's got to be walking in both authentic truth. You have to be able to walk in each other's truth and allow a person to do that. All right. Six of Cups. This is somebody that you might have known. Probably, I don't know. I feel it's like a masculine. I feel like this is a person that is the one that wants to move forward but is afraid to from past hurt, because we have the 3 of Swords there. And the Devil card, the fear of change, fear that this new relationship or this new person that they're falling in love with is going to be the same as the old past. So they're bound to their past a little bit because of baggage, okay? And they have to break that and know that this person from the past that they thought they knew really, really well, they don't. And so there's some past pain here, which is holding this relationship back. The investment was there. However, somebody just kept reeling the old reel that they're going to be like their last relationship. And that is where the truth is falling short. It's not true. Each person is their own individual journey. Okay, so definitely looks like a lot of love here. Okay, and then I'm going to go to the future. Then we'll go to the moon for you guys this time. Just want to see if there's anything else going on with that. We got the Fool. We've got the 2 of Cups reversed. Interesting. And we have the Knight of Wands. So again, we have this new energy. But there is this 2 of Cups in reverse. Okay, which means that it's trying to, I get this energy of like, oh, I really want to do this, and then fear steps in, and then they're like, but it's going to be like last time. Oh, yeah, man, I'm really connected to this person. I'm really falling in love with this person. But then again, fear steps in, and it's like, it's this push me, pull me kind of relationship. And even though they really, really want it, there is somebody that is very fearful of it, and they're trying to talk themselves through it. So this is going to be a communication thing for somebody, that to be there, validate that you're not going anywhere, validate that you are going to stand strong. This is that Aries energy, to be strong and bold. This is that new moon energy. Even though this is the 4th, we're now moving away from the new moon into the full moon. However, this is a time where you want to release that energy of saying, hey, I'm here for you. I'm not going anywhere. If you need me, I'm available. If you need to get through some type of fear or whatever it is, then just let me know. What is it? I'm here. I'm for you, not against you, kind of a thing. All right? Because somebody's really fearful. Definitely fearful. And that's where the perception is twisted and wrong. Okay? That's the current energy. We're going to do the future energy here next. The future energy, we'll see. But again, I really don't like doing future energies too much, because with the future energy, it's going to all depend on your energy and which way you choose to go, because that's free will. Okay? But let's see here what's going to happen, and then I'll get clarification on the future energy. But somebody's really afraid. Just know that the number 4 at the center of your reading, get your boundaries straight. Make sure that you're both on the same page morally, both on the same page with your integrity, their character, your character, their character. If you got somebody who lies and then you're just extremely honest, that's going to be a hard relationship. Yeah, flying. Number 2. Again, we got the number 2. Flying. This is, again, another way to make choices. This is going to, you can make it really, really happen and work, and this is going to be a really good relationship. However, it's going to take courage and strength. Somebody may just not have that courage or healing enough to be verbal enough to share what they really need to share. Okay, and that takes strength, and that takes courage. All right? So whatever it is that they need to heal from this past, because this past relationship, they keep comparing, or they keep fearful that it's going to happen again. That's where the work comes from. Okay, so your future energy is what we're going to go for, get a clarification on your future energy. Then we'll go to the moon and the universe. Although you want to really focus in on divine. Definitely want to focus in on divine. Okay. Again, there's going to be a lot of communication here. We've got the Tower, the King of Wands, the Hermit. Again, Virgo energy here. Justice and the Hangman. So this is really a conversation that you need to have. This is an earth spirit conversation, because the Tower, it's going to change. There is change. This is a good thing, because you have that will of change, as long as you're talking and speaking in love. No arguing, no fighting, because again, it's about perception. You never have to argue ever in your lifetime if you pay attention to somebody else's perception about something, how they perceive things. Doesn't mean that you have to agree or disagree. Doesn't mean that you have to stay with them or not stay with them, or be friends with them or not be friends with them. It's just the way it is now. Focusing in on now. So if I had somebody, for example, a perception, this is a really uncomfortable thing to talk about. We just did this most stupidest thing and people are fighting about it. And it's like, if somebody wants to mess up their relationship, that's their business. I can't control that, so why would I want to argue about it? Why would I want to fight about it? But let me get your perception on it. And I did this with somebody, and they got triggered because it sort of happened to them, but they were just blown up. And I'm just like, okay. And they're like, wanted me to get upset with them, but I'm like, I'm not in their relationship. I don't even know who they are. I don't even have a clue how their relationship works, so why would I get about something that I cannot control? Really focus in on what you control, and for your love, your relationships, your fear. Okay, because this is where that Hermit energy is. This is where the justice is. This is where figuring out what is true, what is false. Justice, what is it? When you go to court, what is it? They're trying to find out the truth. They're trying to find out the facts. They're trying to find out what really, really happened. What needs to be weighed? Are they lying? Did they commit the crime? Or are they actually telling the truth and they're innocent? Same here, is just that you're trying to figure out the facts versus the fantasy or the storytelling. Okay? And the only way you can do that is through your insight, your intuition. Okay? So something will be in your discussion in the future. This is going to change your world, either coming together or bonding closer together, or it's going to separate it. Now, the number 2, the thing is about the number 2 in numerology, it's more about bringing together a partnership, bringing something together in your balance. So having healthy standards, healthy boundaries is going to be key for you. All right. Woo! So let's do the moon and the universe and see what's going on with that. Wow, you guys. It's lovers time. It's relationship time. Now, this might be a new relationship that hasn't even started yet. But this is a time for you to evaluate really where your strengths and where your challenges are, where your curiosity is. And maybe that's why you need to go look at Jay Shetty's video on single, why you're single. Little 9-minute YouTube video. And I'm not plugging him. It's just that I was really surprised. It was a really, really good, very clear, very understanding of why that's happening. So we have a fire. I can't make this stuff up. You saw it drop, okay? I can't make this stuff up. A fiery climax approaches, and this is the full moon in Aries. I'm not a magician. I can't just pull these things out of my wazoo kind of a thing. So what does that mean, though, for you guys? A fiery climax, that is very much the Aries energy, but we've also got Saturn and Mars in there. So this can also be, somebody blowing up and then Saturn and Mars sort of calming it down. But you don't need to blow up. Okay, fiery can be really good. Fire can be very romantic. Fiery can be like a passion of what this is. And with Divine saying it's about love, and again, the number 2, I can't make this stuff up. The number 2 has been happening over and over and over. And when you have this repetitive of numbers, 222, you really need to pay attention to it. It needs to be in the forefront. Okay, is this in love and bringing things together, or is this in fear and destruction? If there's destruction and fear in something, you need to get to the core. I just did a video on fear, facing your giants, facing your fears. Watch it. It's a really, really, hopefully a good video. I've watched it again, and this is a re-edit of one I did a while ago, but gosh, it's just hard to articulate sometimes how to get over your fear. So if you watch it and you're a little confused, or if you watch it and you want more information, email me, comment, whatever. I would love to help you. It's all free, guys. So definitely there is something coming to a climax. Could be good, could be a struggle because you've got a challenge of courage and strength, or it could be just that you need to get down to the nitty gritty and get your ducks in a row. All right. But it does mean that there is a connection, there is a key, and the thing is, what I'm hearing right now, the download I'm getting, is guard your heart, because that is the key to you, your soul, your spirit, and everything, and you just don't give that away. So definitely it's okay to guard your heart, Virgos. We really do need to guard our hearts, because that is what not only the second dimension, but the earth wants. And if you want to say good and evil or whatever it is, that's what everything wants. Energy wants love, period. And the other low vibrational frequencies want to destroy it. So separation, again, there's that number 2, but on the negative end, on the low vibrational end. That's the shadow work end. All right. I don't know what this means to anybody. I do know that I see change coming. I do know it is wrapped around your boundaries, and it's around balance, and it is wrapped around love. Definitely. There is definitely a conversation about some past relationship that needs to be that needs to be buried and then never visited again. Because no past person that has been in your life and is gone is serving a purpose anymore. The only thing it is doing is creating an energy vampire. It is sucking you dry and not allowing this new person to flourish and blossom, and that love to flourish and blossom in your life. Don't know who that's for. All right, guys? Virgos, don't overthink this, but do let your heart and your spirit and your intuition talk. Pay attention to when it's dingling the bell. I don't know why they're saying this today. Dingling the bell, trying to get your attention or whatever it is to catch those red flags, or maybe I should communicate more. Maybe I should understand more. And if you don't understand about the male's mind and the female's mind, do some really good research. There is so many good brain and neurological and relationship videos out there. It's amazing. All right. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful week. We are going to be seeing you on the full moon for your next reading, but we do have the new moon reading coming up at noon. If you're watching this before noon, which is only 15 minutes away, or afterwards, the link is below. Please watch that because it's going to affect the next 2 weeks until the full moon. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and also too, you get free videos or free readings and coaching if you subscribe. I love you guys so much. I've missed you very, very much. And thank you so much for your support in your channel. And thank you for the readings, the personal readings that I'm getting, and I hope they're helping. Take care, and we'll talk to you soon. Love you guys. Walk in absolute truth and love. Bye-bye.